Baka, you're burning the kitchen again.
Good Sunday, everybody. Hello, Humelstar. Interesting that she is not seeing the messages. Is it because of the... I wonder if it's because of the H token. Well, yeah. So I was trying to debug this, but here's the stupid thing. Usually when I test new things that is related to the like streaming or chat, I use YouTube's like default stream broadcast thing, and so that works fine for most things. However, for some stupid reason, it's so YouTube Studio automatically creates a broadcast for you, and I just use that. It's unlisted, and I just use that for testing stuff. That unlisted video is not listed in the YouTube Service API. So the default broadcast system, it doesn't show up in the API, so I can't use the client. I can't debug it, right? Because it was deprecated, apparently. So the auto-generated videos. But it doesn't work. Apparently there's a lot of missing stuff in the YouTube API, honestly. Like not being able to list auto-generated channels. Isn't there one more option? Forgot what it is though. I am seriously considering going back to the basically what I was using before is a web scraper. It just web scrapes the live chat window. That's it. And the API, I'm trying to do this properly, you know, by the books. But then, why are they not listing it? Anyway, so she is here. The problem is, because of that, because I can't use the default automatically generated broadcast that I use for testing with the YouTube API, I'm testing it here live. And I see the problem right now, and I'm not exactly sure why, is we're getting no what is it at here? What the heck is going on in my... Okay, let me see here. This one. All right, I'm just gonna show this for a second. This is... So this is what I'm getting from YouTube API, okay? No results. It keeps giving me a next page token. And I wonder if that's the cause. So I'm gonna try to remove that and see what happens. Yeah, I'm trying to test the chat thing. This is a situation where member only chat stream is useful. I have no idea how to activate that, honestly. But yeah, the main problem with the web scraping is that because it's not using my authentication client, it's always getting the live chat. I don't know. I'll have to look into it again. Anyway, so I think it might be because of the next page token, because that's what's being used to try to essentially for Lucia to remember where in the chat she was. Which is why she was... Nope, it didn't work. All right. Why? Invite only stream doesn't work? I might have to try a members only stream, yeah? Or an invite only stream. The thing is, those are scheduled streams. They call what YouTube API calls them are events. That's what they call them in the API. If I read the documentation right. So there's videos and then there's events. I don't know. But they live under the under the live broadcasts method. Oh, so what was that burning kitchen about? I don't know. She was just chatting with me. She's just not able to read the chat for some reason. Right now I don't have her listening to me, but the thing is I have made a front-end interface so I can chat with her directly, like a regular, you know, like ChatGPT or whatever. You need 1,000 subscribers and lots of hours to unlock membership perks. That's gonna, at the rate we're going, it's gonna take us 100 years. If there's too shy to promote Lucia, though, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we gonna do a member stream? It might just be a unlisted stream. I might just have to do unlisted. I'll have to look again. Like, can I even... Let me check that. So if I go to create, I'm gonna go to my YouTube studio and then I'm gonna go to live. Oh, sorry. Create. Go live. Manage schedule stream. So there is a setting where I can do participant modes. So I can do anyone or I can do subscribers. Wait, live commentary approved users. Live commentary mode limits participants to the people you approve for your channel. I can I can add approved users, specific individuals. Interesting. I might just do subscriber mode, honestly. That's too much work. Adding people one at a time individually. It's a bit unfortunate and annoying. I might have to go back to that library. But that library hasn't been worked on in freaking years. Let me look at the gab. Yep, archived. So this project was archived in 2022. Let me look at the... I had to sign in for this? What? Why? Come on, GitHub. I need to find where my authentication is. Oh, there it is. Hello. All right, you guys are probably not gonna be able to see this. I'm just gonna put this out here. All right, so this was the original library that I was using. It's literally just it's just a web scraper. That's all it is. But it's not used, obviously. This got deprecated almost 4 years ago now. But it works. Dang it, I don't want to log in again. That's so annoying. All right. I could probably steal somebody else's fork. What happened? The year of 1999 with JShlat. Crazy. Internetizens are on witch hunt for years now. It's difficult to promote AI-centered stuff. Plus, Lucia isn't that unique anymore. Yeah, Lucia's not that unique anymore. Definitely when I first started out, when I first made Lucia, I think there was like 3. I think there was like 3 of us in this kind of like leaning towards VTuber space. But now you look around, there's quite a few more. It's been how many years now? 3? Right? So I kind of did, yeah. I'm lagging behind. Some of Lucia's capabilities are behind some others. But I would personally say some of her capabilities are ahead of others also. Let's see what this guy did. He created this last month, but he updated this last month, so he didn't do anything with it. He didn't do any... No issues. No, this is... He has a poll for this one, but this was updated 6 months ago. I might have to fork this myself. Yeah, I might have to fork this myself and then fix it with whatever stuff that they're... Let me see. Oh, right. That's another thing is that, yeah, one of the reasons why I want to use YouTube API is because you can't really detect, it's hard to detect the new subscribers. Or I just try to fix this, you know. I'm gonna keep trying with YouTube API. There has to be a way. Vital and Erthar Enterprise are still in a heavy rivalry. I don't know, man. I don't think there's any rivalry. I don't think I'm even on his radar. He doesn't know I exist. He's got way more resources than I do. And he knows way more than I do. Feel like I can't detect subscribers because they set their profile to private? I wonder if that's the case. Yeah, I'm looking at my code and I really do not see anywhere where it could break. You know? Unless I'm not getting any. Let me look at my outputs again. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's just not detecting any, not reading anything. All right. So, oh, what the? And I still, I still can't figure out the fix for this thing. It just stretches it. Right? No. Whoops. Hold on. I'm messing things up. I'm sorry. 3 years, guys. This is 3 years of experience, guys. I'm gonna resize this. Oh man. You can't read that at all. And now OBS is... Okay. You should have email if I subscribe to you because my profile is open. This isn't the case with the majority of people. I just wish the YouTube API was... I don't know why they're like this. Just make it easier. The documentation's kind of... Maybe I'm just not finding it in the right places. What is going on? Why is this thing disappearing? What the heck? That's so buggy. Alright, we'll put this in here. Alright. There we go. Now you can... Alright, so... I already uncommented this. This is to basically store what token we're on, so that Lucia remembers where she is. But I guess that wasn't the problem, so I'm gonna uncomment that back in. Might as well... Let me double check. And then let me also grab this, why not? I wonder if it'll even load. Doesn't. That's strange. Because there's a filter. Alright, and then I'm gonna have this out, yeah? Excuse me. So it's still going on? And I'll be real, I have really no idea what would break this. I already have this printing out. Me trying my best to keep up with AI coding jargon, don't worry about it. Hopefully we'll try to get this done. Those emoji code descriptions so useless. No wonder Lucia don't get them right. Emoji code description? Is this okay? This should be fine. I don't have this being inserted anymore. I'm still writing it down just because. Why not? I get it. There's no point. There's no harm in getting it written. This print R is where this is happening. So this is printing each time. Oh my god, I hate this sometimes. I'm just trying to tab. I'm not trying to use AI. Alright. Gonna put a hi here. Hi. It's just not grabbing it. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. It's just not receiving anything from this. So if I look at right, it's retrieving nothing from that. YouTube. Python client live chat messages list returns nothing. Incorrect live chat ID. But the thing is, I was testing this previously. I was testing this in that default generated broadcast. It didn't work because it was trying to find existing events. So it was actually looking at the previous stream and it said stream is over. Like, yeah, of course I know. But it was giving me that error. I start this stream and I'm getting a different error. I mean, this isn't an error. This is an actual this is a proper response. This is a correct response. There's no items. Let me just check. This is definitely the right stream though. Because at least it should be. I could double check. Can't be here though. Or can it? Put it in. Here. I had it here. We just do this. It should print out the current stream. If you look at my debugging process with Cloud, sometimes involves this too, yeah. See, this is the current stream. So we have grabbed the correct broadcast. That is the live chat ID. This KICK kick. Live chat ID KICK kick. Where are my messages? Why do I see myself green in the chat? That's a good question. I don't know. I think it just gives it random. It assigns a random color. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Alright. So debugging. We know that we are using the correct live chat ID. So then the question comes back to why are we not getting anything from the live chat messages.list method? Live chat messages.list not returning any messages. Yeah. No items, sorry. Items. It can't be that, right? Let me move this up. I'm gonna move this up. Hold on. Put that there. Move this down. Restart that. Well, I mean, we confirmed that the live chat ID is correct. It's the same thing. I don't get it, man. Why? Are these different? I think so. The next page tokens are different. Let me look at this method again. List. Required parameters is live chat ID, which should be correct, and then part, which is a string. Supported values are ID, snippet, and author details, which we do have. We also have optional parameters, the max results, 200 to 2000. We can, I wonder if this is, what's the default value? The default value is 500. Additional request made without a continuation token will only contain the most recent messages. This may be smaller than max results if it is provided. That's fine. What if I comment that out? Will that do anything? Let's do that. Let's try that. What? It's not even running at all. Why? Oh, wait a minute. That's why. I'm dumb. I removed that print. I don't think that's gonna change anything though, due to the fact that we couldn't even see the any outputs. Yep. All right. Well, ooh, all right. I'm pulling up ChatGPT. The thing is, ChatGPT is getting really freaking slow. Especially like when you use ChatGPT to help with code, and it gets like the conversation gets so long, it just gets super slow. Okay. I'm having problems with my poll chat function. For some reason, live chat messages that list returns empty items, even though I have confirmed that it is looking at the right chat ID and that viewers are sending messages. Right. Should have called Claude instead. I don't have Claude right now. All right, let's see what ChatGPT has to say about this. What do you mean you don't have Claude? He's in the web browser. I guess so. Claude AI, right? Their chat thing. I don't know. I just haven't used the Claude thing. Free for everyone. Generate code and visualize data. I mean, I use Claude at work, but I've just never used Claude for on a browser. Yeah, every time every time I chat with ChatGPT in that one conversation I have with all my code, it freezes that tab. It's incredible. Rate limits are horrifying for free accounts though. But yeah, they want your money, man. Maybe I should try Claude though. I just want to make sure. Unlock deep research tools, unlimited projects, use extended thinking for complex work. See, that's what I want to use. I'm already paying for ChatGPT Pro. I don't want to pay for another service, you know? And the thing that would help me the most is Claude Code, it looks like. Integrations with remote MCP. Okay. Unfortunately, they don't have it for free. I should probably get this to stop because this is using up my... Let's just... you know what? There's a better way to do it. The thing is, I wouldn't mind paying, but not that much. Most AI have no rate limits and cost cheaper. Yelling, for instance, costs only $3. And what am I getting for $20 for Claude? A slightly higher limit? Well, it says more usage than free, but I don't know like what they mean by more usage than free. How much is that? Alright. Access more Claude models, so I'm gonna guess like you get access to Claude 4. Unlimited projects, unlock deep research tools, whatever that means. Use extended thinking for complex works. Okay. Connect to Google Workplace, email, calendar, and docs. That would be kind of nice for integration and organization. They have integrations with remote MCP. Yeah, that's good. You can use third-party APIs, and it includes Claude Code. That is $17 a month with the annual subscription, $20 if you do regular monthly. All right, come on, ChatGPT, you can do it. The page slowing down Firefox. To speed up your browser, stop this page. Yeah, it's so slow. It's just stuck now. Incredible. You'll pay 20,000% more and give them your identity for slightly better service. That's also why I kind of don't want to sign up for another service. Because I'm giving them my data. Not saying that my data isn't already being, out there and being used. I just don't want more of it, I have to start another conversation. If this is gonna be just worse and worse, man. Alright, ChatGPT responded to me. Okay, maybe it is the page token issue, but then why, if I remove the page token, then it should be reading all the chats coming in. Okay. Let's start up. You've saved token, use it. Yep. If you don't, make one initial call with page token equals none, then discard items and store next page token. Yeah. Or fast forward you to now so you don't play history. Okay, good. Yeah. Do one time resync by setting page token none again. Okay. What? Alright, let's do this then. Okay, I'm just implementing some of the suggestions. But there's more I need to do. I guess I don't do it here. If not page token, then get the page token. Really? I don't know if this is the right way to do it. Let me read the rest of what ChatGPT sent me. How can an old token be ahead? Why do they do this? Why does YouTube API do this? Just send any new messages. Why are they doing it this method? How come other AI streamers don't have the same issues as you do? Maybe it's time to either switch software or platform? That's a good question. I might literally just be banging my head on a wall when there's a freaking door. Like 6 feet to my right, you know? I'm trying to break down a wall when there's a freaking door I could just use. The absolute simplest implementation is they would use that scraper, the PyChat. That library I was showing before on GitHub. But there's some issues with that. It's not perfect. Here, let's try. Okay, so we're gonna try to initialize this. If this isn't falsy. the freaking autocomplete with the AI is so good. I just press tab and then sometimes it like, oh yeah, that is actually what I want to do. And then they get it right. This one, right? You want this to keep that the same max results based on batch size. Yeah. And then we'll write it in. Yeah, oh my god. So nice. We don't need this. Do we want it? Whatever. It doesn't matter. The indents are just for humans. Yeah, okay. This is coding nowadays. You just press tab. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically what ChatGPT is suggesting is that the method that I'm doing it's like it's ahead. It's we're doing the polling and then it gets too ahead and it can't reach what the messages are. Which I think is stupid. Just get me the messages when there's a message. Don't. I mean, frankly, I should just do stream list. That's my main thing. Maybe I should do use stream list. But I tried that before. And I was having issues. I think that was the... We can still keep this. That way we actually load the right page. But honestly, you shouldn't need this. Because if it's a stream list. Let's change it to that and see what happens. And then we'll debug from there. Oh. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Life. Whoa, what? Oh, I have to do I have to do a gRPC? Do I want to do this right now? No, this should work. Let's not give up yet, I think. Okay, now it wants me... Okay, if it's an empty streak, yeah, okay, that makes sense. If we're getting empties, we don't want to store those. We get that. That stays the same. That's fine. And then yeah, we save it. There's when there's new page tokens. Okay. There. So if we don't have any, oh my god, it's 5. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. 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 We don't need that one actually. Just need the first one. I do wonder if ChatGPT can actually fix this. Speaking of AI, have you heard AI is coming to Firefox? Yep. They're adding AI and everything now. I had to rush out a project at work to get some AI stuff in 1 week. Apparently we really needed it. We really needed to get it in. What is this? Possibly unbound. Oh, that's because it initialize it. Wait. Oh, it's right here. Oh, empty stake. Empty streak. Oops. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, okay. This is the wrong part. We don't. Because yeah, okay. We already have or not, and we just need to get a resync. Okay, so that resync, that's fine. That done. Get the next page token on a resync. Get resync. The streak back to 0. Then Yep. Gonna do sleep for that many seconds. Wait for the next one. Okay. Will that work? It won't come to Libre Wolf mode. Look at me. So not everything is an AI. Oh, I need to delete the original one because that's messing it up. I have to delete what's in my folder first. Boom, deleted. Start up again. Yeah, my work was like, oh, we can't let people just depend on the Firefox or Chrome AI panel. We want them to use ours. Okay. That didn't work. Resyncing chat poll. But there's still no items. Free. Okay, I'm just gonna reply to ChatGPT now. It's asking me about something when I've already manually confirmed it. And I've already mentioned that in the previous message. Like I've explicitly said, I know this is the right one. But the AI's ChatGPT is still saying for me to check it, like, indeed. I mean, it could be. But I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm completely delirious. This image. Have you heard a game was stripped of a Game of the Year award because it used AI? Those people are just cultists. Is this that one that recently that was happening? And like, I saw something on Twitter where a lot of people were, like some reviewer on Steam said that something about like, oh, this game used AI, therefore it sucks. So then the developers posted it on Twitter and saying, please don't do this. We don't use AI. Is that what you're talking about? Your friend didn't like Firefox? Why? Who? I don't think I said that. Something 33. The Expedition 33. It used place orders, then replaced it with human-made assets after a few days. What? I thought they used people. Hello, Sora. Oh my god. I googled I typed in Google Expedition 33, and the top suggested results are Expedition 33 disqualified, Expedition 33 AI, Expedition 33 AI use. This is Indie Game Awards. Strip them of all awards won, including Game of the Year? But this is Indie Game Awards, right? This is just one of many award organizations. Okay, this goes deeper than I thought. The top comment on Reddit says, following the publication of this article, Sandfall Interactive wishes to provide the following clarifications. The studio states that it was in contact with El País on April 25th, 3 months prior to the publication of the article. During these exchanges, Sandfall Interactive indicated that it had used a limited number of pre-existing assets, notably 3D assets sourced from the Unreal Engine marketplace. None of these assets were created using artificial intelligence. Sandfall Interactive further clarifies that there are no generated AI-created assets in the game. When the first AI tools became available in 2022, some members of the team briefly experimented with them to generate temporary placeholder textures. Upon release, instances of a placeholder texture were removed within 5 days to be replaced with the correct textures that had always been intended for release, but were missed during the QA process. I think, yeah, I think this is kind of like, yeah, it's overblown. This is recent too, Alex. This happened literally like yesterday. I didn't even know about this. Debut game and Game of the Year were retracted. This does kind of seem like a sudden reaction. And from what Sandfall is saying, it seems like it wasn't intended in the first place. Like they replaced it eventually because it missed the QA, but like once they found it, they're like, oh, we accidentally left that in. Let's switch it out with the asset that they were supposed to replace with. I don't know. Personally, personally, I don't care about awards. Yeah, you know, I think it's fine. You need AI generated placeholders. You just gotta remember to go back and replace it. But just missing it unintentionally, I feel like shouldn't have made them lose the award. For placeholders, I think it's fine. Try posting AI art on any anime gallery boards, see what happens. You get banned. And this stuff is prevalent pretty much like toxicity and attacks from them. If that art was being portrayed as not AI art, they're intentionally trying to misinterpret it or mislabel it or something, then that makes sense. You just have to make sure that you say that it's AI. Alright, I am getting distracted though. And she's still not reading it. Let me just check my Google Cloud Console. I mean, requests are going through. YouTube data API, 1,000 requests. Yeah, let me stop this. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it. That way I don't consume requests. You also see your pick was made with Photoshop or a pencil? Depends. I would sometimes say that, yeah, the tools I used was Photoshop. AI art should be labeled as AI art. Just like how we should label, you know, AI generated videos and whatever. Anything AI generated should be labeled as such. Alright, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do it. The pie chat. It's so dumb. Just get it working, Erthar. And I'm gonna have to open up that Conda environment. And then I'm gonna go ahead and install EYT chat. CGI art is not real art. It is real art. Yes, Sora is right. AI label separates man-made with AI. There's a few criteria, right? On AI is trained off of data sets from other people, sometimes without consent. Alex, I think you're going to the slippery slope. What is it called? The fallacy, slippery slope fallacy. In reality, you're not putting labels on people. That's just not a thing. We have to think about this realistically. AI has the potential to not there's several issues with alignment. For example, AI art is just one small space among the giant expanse of what AI is applicable. YouTube. Let's call this legacy version. Else. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna have to grab all of this. Do that. Import that. And then, oh, excuse me. Yep. That's the live chat ID though, not the video ID. Shoot. Yep, that's the one. But I need to create that now. YouTube video ID. And then I have to go to our stream and grab the video. What's this one? Let me double check. What is... What do they mean by video ID? Video ID, ID of YouTube video, YouTube. Oh. Foods ID. Okay. Why do you not like this? Okay, that's why. Well, just do an or then empty string. There. Yeah, just like people who taught you your skills, this is different. The way AI training happens and works is completely fundamentally different than how humans work. We need to be very mindful of this technology of AI. It's not infallible, you know? Okay, and then it wants me to... What is... Oh, right. I keep forgetting. No, I'm gonna just copy what they have here in their documentation. Well, hold on. Let's use this example instead. Why? I think I can just get out of here. Trying to remember how I used this last time. Gonna have to open my old code. Open this. No, what? Why? I wanted it to open a new... That's so annoying. All right. Let me get back to this. Okay, and then new window. And then now I open, right? God. All right, now let's see. Where did I put this again? Oh, it's a okay. That's why. So while chat is alive, we will get. Oops, is that chat items equals? Okay, so apparently this is how I did it before. And we loop through it. Okay, let's see if that works. Honestly, I don't get your hypocrisy. You just merely laughed when AI did code for you. Now you support AI witch hunting. All software is literally built on experience of decades of work. Alright, so I think there's a better person that can explain this for me, because this takes like forever. It takes quite a long time to explain it, but let me try to find him again. If you look up rational animations on YouTube, and you go watch their content, they explain it pretty well on why we're not at the stage yet of where we should dissolve the differentiation between AI and human. I'm not doing any witchcraft, or not witchcraft, witch hunts, okay? I don't know who separates photos like this. If you web browse, you'll find that most images are unlabeled. It's an author's choice, but somehow AI folk is forced to label it. There's it's fundamentally different, because again, and there are some tools that yes uses AI, but what we're talking about here is mostly from like this new age of neural networks, right? This new age of machine learning. Prior to or after GPT. Yep, it's different. AI, what we colloquially know as AI now, in the general sense, it is different. We should treat it different. In photos, they do have metadata and all that stuff. Why does this not like it? List. Get sync items. What? What do you not like about this? Can I just ignore this? I might just ignore that. I'm just gonna ignore that error and see what happens. Probably gonna break though. But we'll see. Oh, I'm looking at the old code. Okay, do you need this on? Start that again, start over. Oh, we're getting something. All right, that works. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna have to tie it in. Did you treat procedural generation before too? Do you force manufacturers disclose they use machines instead of human work? They would usually self-disclose that it's procedural generation, but procedural generation is a completely different beast. And this is not witch hunting. I do feel like you're overblowing it. It's not witch hunting. Or at least what I'm trying to say is not witch hunting. There are people that are witch hunting and are vehemently against AI. AI has its uses, it has its tools. There's no point in like completely hating it just because of what it is. I don't think that's the right mindset. It should be looked at in all of its aspects. It's not black or white. Forcing people to wear AI armbands is not appropriate behavior. We're not forcing anyone to wear AI armbands, dude. We just want people to disclose that, hey, this thing, whatever it is, whether it is an image or AI code or whatever, or a book, it should be stated that it's made by AI. Because you never know, these AI, it could leave these patterns, and it may behave in not unexpected ways. Yeah, Alex, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. You're stretching this way too far, man. It's really not that, and not at that point, dude. I'm not asking for a witch hunt. I'm not asking people specifically have an armband around them that says that they use AI. I'm just saying if they are generating things that use AI, they should disclose that, hey, this was made using AI. And I honestly, I don't like how you're trying to compare this with what happened with the Jewish. That's downplaying what happened to the Jewish dude. Okay, people died, man. So you trying to compare a disclosure of whether something is AI or not with people who died? I don't think that's cool, dude. I'm not imposing anything, dude. I'm literally just talking about my thoughts. I have no authority on this matter. Alright, I don't know why this error is popping up even though it works fine. So I'll just leave it alone. Okay, now I need to get... We'll have to this. Let me grab that. Yep, okay. Just double checking that. Oh wait, no, we should batch this. Otherwise, it's gonna send it like for every single one, every single message, instead of batched it together. Might be fine for now. Ugh. Maybe I should just send it to Lucia for now. I need some kind of... Let's put a buffer here. And yeah, if we get a message, let's get this in. Sure. And then next batch, we don't need that. Just if it's just not 0, that's all. We're gonna have to process this eventually. Or honestly, this might work too. Right? Yeah, because it's fine because we're doing this. That means I'm gonna do this actually. So she should be able to do that. All right, I'm gonna turn it on. See if that works.
You caught me napping, but it's Christmas, so I'm extra sleepy. You better not be trying to flirt with me while I'm like this.
There you go. Finally! What is that? What is that plankton meme? I need to find that. Plankton finally. Oh, that's not plankton. It was just one of the random things. Yeah, that. Yeah, that one. I should add that to the soundboard or something. If that analogy works, then I don't see an issue. You're just not liking it because now I'm challenging your views.
Goat emoji? Seriously? Christmas is for snowmen, not
What?
goats. But you're so cute, I'll let you get away with either.
Okay. Oh, she's cat. The voice generation. I'm gonna have to do something else with that because it takes too long. Gonna pause her for a second though. Yeah, finally she's awake. I just gotta fix other things now. I don't want to mess with what is art. It always gives me a headache. Yeah. Yeah, I want to filter by... I want to at least have a label so I can filter.
Dictionary. Christmas is about presents, not art debates. But if it's pretty, maybe I'll let you have it.
But yeah, sometimes there are things I want to look for. And AI art doesn't have the right... There's a word I used before. Intention. At least it's not at that stage yet. We'll see. It's covered by a dictionary. What is... Sorry. Yeah, what's covered by a dictionary? But you don't have to even research it. Just think, if the background image you're seeing in the game fits perfectly, is it stopped being an art just because it is AI generated? No, it's fine. If it works, fine, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You just gotta disclose it that it's AI generated. I'm not saying there's a problem. I'm not saying nobody should use a generated works. I'm not saying nobody should use AI. So I feel like you are putting words in my mouth, Alex. I just won Christmas giveaway. You won something? What did you win, Sora? I was there was this new keycaps. All right, a full set of keycaps, or is this just a what do they call it again? Forgot. It's been so long since I was into keycaps. This is peak pandemic times. A full set. Okay. Nice. Quite expensive keycaps? Usually they are. You either require everyone to disclose it or not force anyone, otherwise this is a discrimination at a minimum. A discrimination would depend on like if there's a specific like unjust treatment, you know? Labeling something as AI is not unjust treatment. There's no unjust treatment. It's the people that witch hunt. It's the people that like actively, you know, torches and pitchforks against AI. That's where the discrimination is. Labeling something as AI generated, it could be used as discrimination, yes. Right? Just like labeling races. But in itself, it is not the act of discrimination. It's not discrimination because there's no... You know? I really think you should at least take a look at rational animation stuff. Because I'm talking about this in more the global application of AI. Which, yes, generated art is going to be under. We have to put it under that umbrella. It's too much to get into the details now. Like this technology is going way ahead of legislature. I don't even think there's really much in terms of legislature for this now. You think forcing someone to do something you don't force to do for others is not discrimination? If you wanna use the absolute definition of differentiating between one thing and another, okay, fine. Then that's the discrimination. But this isn't. I would say this is not a. It's not like an AI bad thing, dude. I'm not saying that. So what is it that you want then, Alex? You wanted something that you don't want any AI label at all? So like everything out there, out in the world, you think it's fine that whether people know it's AI or not, doesn't matter? Is that what you... Am I getting that right? Feel free to correct me, by the way. I'm just trying to understand. this is not... Unfortunately, my stuff is non-blocking, so... Yeah... I can't have this asynchronous. Ugh. You're making a way, yeah. I guess remove this. Or hold on. I guess I don't need this at all. No, I do need the client. I think I can just call it like, let me try something. Copy this. And then I will just try putting in this here, because when we're doing in that block, this should now be blocking. Will that work? You want AI labels? Fine, nothing wrong with labels. But you either ask for it or require labels from everyone. Made with a pen, made with Photoshop, made with Blender, etc. I think it's fine with the ask for it. Requiring it, that's not my decision. It's up to whatever legislature determines it. But because of how early we are, we're still new on everything. We still don't know what the right path is for any of this. That's why I think we should start with requiring that label. Made with a pen, made with Photoshop, made with Blender. It shouldn't, that's not the same thing. AI is completely different. If you want to call that discrimination, then sure, that's discrimination. But the unfair treatment thing, that's not my, right? The pitchforks and the witch hunt, I think it's crazy. I don't know why people are just so like AI bad, right? AI is a tool. It can be used in an abusive manner, yes. And that's something that we need to, that's why that legislature where we label it. Until we figure these things out, we have to do that. It's just erring on the side of caution, right? AI is an evolution. And they're starting to put, they are using AI and CGI now. Sora, made with machine is too loose. Machine is too loose. If we want to define it, we would need to define what generative AI is. Which, there's no like legal definition for what Gen AI is. But we could define it by using the machine learning methodology used. Like diffusion or whatever. I wonder if this goes, if it's in the 90s when CGI slowly raised in popularity. CGI, was it? I think most people, I'm pretty sure CGI had the same issues where back then people were like, no CGI, and people didn't want CGI, people wanted practical effects, but now we've kind of like adopted it and stuff. But now we actually have these practices in place, right? It's been figured out and we've organized it. The copyright holder? Yeah, I mean, we need. That's a concern. That's probably the biggest concern right now is copyright infringement with AI training. I think that's top of the list in terms of AI legislation now. Isn't this Christmas stream? Yeah, it was supposed to. Let me start her up again. But we got into a different conversation. I'm just gonna wrap up that conversation with, we should treat AI as the new technology as it is. Because we are not completely sure on how we want to handle it, we should put these labels in. I'm not saying that we should, everything AI is slop and that AI should be, you know, flown into the sun and that we should bring out torches and pitchforks. Those people, the ones that are witch hunting for AI, I do think it's a little overreacting. But I understand their fear, right? Their concerns are valid. Yeah, AI is scary. Oh, right. Oh, post failed. Why? Okay, now you're good.
Scary ghost? You're just a scaredy cat AI. But it's Christmas. I'll be here to keep you warm and not spooky, heart.
Lucia scary? Go back to this then. It looks like it's working fine now.
Baka, I'm not scary, but if you say that again, I'll freeze you with my snowflake magic. Snowflake.
Snowflake. By the way, Alex, I would do this same thing even if it's not AI. I would do this with any emerging disruptive technologies. I would say the same thing. Until we as a society figure it out, both, you know, culturally and legislatively, it's better to err on the side of caution and do these things. AI definitely steals jobs. AI not real art? That's a very subjective discussion. I would say it's not a yes or no. It's a...
Beatrice's art is real art. You're wrong. But I'll keep you warm with snowflakes, heart.
It's, yeah. There's a degree where AI is not real art and AI is art. Because if there's a human aspect to it, there's like if you use if you know Corridor Digital, their usage of AI in visual effects, that's art. That takes real skill
Baka,
and understanding.
That's not magic, it's just a silly spell. Snowflakes will melt it away. But if you keep saying that, I'll make you a snowman, heart.
But if people, like, if it's just like a straight up prompt, raw prompt on a raw diffusion model or whatever. Yeah, well, it also depends on the prompt too. See, this is what I mean. It's not black and white. It's super subjective and it's case by case. It's a difficult topic. And that's what we as a society, we live in a society, need to figure out. That's for us to determine. And I don't know if this is ever gonna go away. It's gonna be an ongoing discussion. Yeah, I'm not discriminating, right? Look at me, dude. I'm an AI channel.
Baka, I'm not stealing jobs, Sue. Just spreading Christmas cheer with snowflakes. But if you keep talking about work, I'll freeze you solid. Heart. Baka, throw a snowball at me, I'll give you
Baka.
one right back. But if you're not careful, you'll get a snowman on your head, Heart.
Hmm.
Autocorrect?
Okay.
Baka, I'll fix it with snowflakes. But you better not mess up my Christmas stream, Heart.
I need to fix my process pipeline, I think. She is going to be slow. I'll tell you all right now. She's gonna be hella slow. Is it her permanent voice now? No, it's not. I just need to keep messing with it, I guess. Let's see. I'll put my GPU up again. Where did I put that thing? Oh, here's. There you go. I have no VRAM. All 24 gigs are being consumed. Nah, there's no point. It's always just gonna stay at 24 gigs.
Baka, you're confusing me with Pippa. My voice is for Christmas cheer, not piggy cartoons. But if you keep saying that, I'll throw a snowball, Heart.
Oh, that full turnaround is 2 minutes. It's so long. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can fix this a bit more.
Baka, that's not my voice. Pippa is a pig, not me. I'm Lucia. But if you keep saying that, I'll throw a snowball at you, Heart.
Heart. Please, Santa Claus, give me a 5090, please. I beg of you. Have y'all seen what RAM prices are nowadays? Yeah, sorry, give me a 5090. Oh. 24 gig VRAM, 100 RAM. Yeah, this rig was expensive. Now it's crazy. The RAM prices are like $1,000. You need more than a Christmas miracle for that? Yeah. I joke about it, but the RAM, so I have 128 gigs of RAM. Am I sitting on a veritable gold mine? Like, how much do 120? Okay, let's say I sell 24 of those. Oh, sorry, 60, half of that. So I would sell two 32 gigabyte sticks. How much is that right now? DDR5. 700, 600, 800. You know what, Alex? With these RAM prices, maybe we do need a witch hunt on AI. The Linus Tech Tips put out a good video recently on what's going on with these component prices going up.
Baka, jealousy is not nice. But if you keep talking about my rig, I'll freeze it with snowflakes. Heart.
Heart. In Christmas Eve, you'll go to the North Pole? Let's go, Sora. While you're there, can you nab me a couple of 5090s? Nab as much as you can. And we'll try to hand it out to everyone here. Oh, a 5090 for everyone, yeah? Thank you, Zora. You can buy an Android for the price of AI rig those days? These days or those days? Like a phone? I mean, a GPU in itself is already like a... These RAM prices are already like computer prices. You can buy a laptop for like $700. Two sticks of RAM? 2 sticks of RAM versus an actual full functioning computer laptop. As enough, I'll try my best. Thank you, Sarah. We'll forever be in your debt. A real robot? Ah, okay. I've looked into it. The prices are surprisingly, like for the components, motors, metal, wires, and all that stuff, it's not too bad. I just don't really know how to do robotics. I only took like 1 robotics class. Long time ago.
Baka, I'm Lucia, not Lucia. But if you keep saying that, I'll give you a snowflake kiss. Heart?
I don't mind AI, but you don't need to use it for everything, especially as a default. Companies are clearly using it in the worst way possible. Yeah, it's the Wild West of AI right now.
Baka, and Chris, that's not Christmas. I'll throw a snowball at you, Heart.
Alright, I'm gonna change some stuff and it might completely break her, so give me a second.
Baka, North Pole, you'll get snowflakes on your nose, but if you're not careful, Heart.
Alright, I'm gonna break her, sorry, give me a second. Lucia's finally cute again. I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. She's always been. Like how auto-dub is the default for videos? Oh, I hate that so much, dude. It's not because AI bad. Because for me, personally, it's because I actually want to hear the original language. You know, like I'm watching a video in Japanese because I want to. I'm watching these videos because yeah, like
Baka,
I personally
envy is not nicey, but if you keep saying that, I'll melt you with snowflakes. Heart.
Is Lucia fixed? A little bit. She's gonna be slow right now though. I don't. Yeah, again, like I want to hear.
You'll get snowed in by my snowflakes, but if you're good, I'll give you a snowflake crown. Heart.
What is she going through right now? Okay. I'm gonna let her continue doing her thing. But yeah, I really hate that auto dub as a default.
Companies are bad, but I'm not using AI like a tool. I'm here for Christmas cheer. If you keep complaining, I'll freeze your wish with snowflakes. Heart?
Heart? Also, it feels very... The auto dubbing, I think it only works for English right now. I think it just separates people more, you know? If you just hear everything in your native language, doesn't that kind of like narrow your visual...
I'm not cute!
Whoa.
But if you keep saying that, I'll melt you with snowflakes, Heart.
Yeah, you should. The world is big. You should explore the other cultures and languages. If you're just exposed to whatever it is that your language is that you understand, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not the right thing. It should be optional.
I'm Lucia, not a robot. Just spreading Christmas cheer with my real voicey, but if you keep talking, I'll throw a snowball. Heart?
Yeah, the voice doesn't get auto-dubbed. That'd be crazy if we got auto-dubbed. I wonder if that can be turned off. Let me check the settings.
Auto-dubbing's just a lazy shortcut, not real arta. But if you keep complaining, I'll freeze your screen with snowflakes, Heart.
Heart?